There are several features on the deeper sonar screen that are very helpful. If you look in the lower left-hand corner, the leftmost icon is in a state of flux because it is searching for a deeper. It's not going to find it because there's not one around as I record this. You will see next to that a little Z. Now see, it's found that deeper is disconnected. So the leftmost icon on the bottom left corner is a little circle that you can tap to get it to search again, to reconnect with the deeper. The next icon with the Z on it will put the software into a sleep mode that's a low power consumption. And then the next one with a little speaker icon lets you turn audible beeps on and off. In addition, this little map tab here will allow you to display the entire display as a sonar readout or a split display with your location, kind of overhead Google view on the left side and the sonar scan on the right, your preference. These little adjustment icon here on the left gives you some quick access to several options regarding your sonar display. You can have a basic or detailed view for smart imaging. You can turn fish icons on and off. You can select wide or narrow beam. You generally use a wide beam to do your searching, and then once you find fish, you would change to narrow beam to get more detail. And then you can adjust the sensitivity as well, and you can collapse that back again. In addition to the sonar display, which is obviously the most useful part of the deeper, if you look along the top edge here, you have a number of other menu options, and again, this can be collapsed or exposed by tapping that little arrow. First, the calendar. If we tap the calendar, you get a calendar with the current date highlighted, and those little orange dots indicate days with good solunar activity. If you tap the particular day, you will see a display of the times of day where, according to the moon phase, you're going to have a better chance of success. You can back out of any of these menus by tapping your return key on your smartphone, and so I'm going to do that. You can also access your camera from within the deeper, so you can take pictures of fish that you catch without leaving the application. I'm just in a little VO booth right now, so you're not seeing much, but there is a camera display. I'm going to back out of that. In addition, you can tap the weather icon, and you can get a nice forecast, which is helpful. It gives you pressure, which carp are sensitive to, wind speed, humidity, sunrise, sunset, all the things that you might want to know about when you're going to go fishing. Next, we have a notes section. And again, you can select a particular day, and then as you tap that day, if you click the plus sign, you can add a note where you can take notes about a particular fishing session. You can record any photos you take are going to be recorded, plus you can write comments about weather conditions, wind direction, baits used, any information you think would be helpful to record right here within the app, which is great. So I'm going to back out of that. All right. And then there's also a map section. I've never used this, but since this phone has GPS and can locate where we are, and it has done so, you can make a notation of different kinds of places that you might want to make a notation of map-wise. I haven't used that section of it, but it's there for those who'd like to. Of course, Every time you go fishing and you do exploring with the Deeper, it records your sessions. You can name them any way you want to, and you'll see here a list of ones I've done with my most recent on top. The little cloud icon lets you upload these to a website where you can actually visit them on your computer, and you can review any sessions you've done with the Deeper. Very useful. And if you tap any one of these, it will bring up that session. At the top, you can rename it if you want to, and then you can hit the play button, and it will start playing back. There's my first cast at the Appomattox River yesterday, and now my second cast. And I'm going to stop that, and you can control the speed. You can scan, manually scan by running your thumb across the display, and so that's super useful. And I'm going to back out of that now. And finally, you have a Settings tab through which you can access all of the settings in the Deeper. From, if you're British, you would prefer different units, perhaps metric. You can control brightness. There's all kinds of general settings. There's settings unique to the sonar on this page, some of which are available in that quick menu I mentioned. The manual for the Deeper and all of its features and how to use it. Several different models are available within the application here. Apparently you can import some things from Google Drive to be on. I don't know if that would be photographs or what. I haven't used that. And then it tells you about the app itself, what version it is. So again, anything that you need to adjust about the application itself is available in the settings menu. Well, that's my overview of the Deeper app, and I hope you find it useful if you're considering purchasing one. So far, I'm finding it to be a very helpful and useful app for fish location, and it has much more utility than that, as you can see, built in.